These 1 1/4 inch pipes that I painted yesterday and deburred so that anyone can put their hand inside here or grab it on the end without ripping their fingers apart. I'm going to go up onto the roof today, and I have a bucket of clamps, and I'm going to remove that structure that the lights are on and replace it with these pipes. That wooden structure has been up there for 3 years, and it's not in good condition. So I'll be bringing these pipes up with the clamps, along with this long pipe. And this is yesterday's job was to take was to paint. Well, this is called Perlin, Perlin. This is structurally stronger than a 2x6, a 2x6 metal stud. Two different things. This is for structural work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these in half lengthwise, and I'm going to fold over this flange here, roll it over, and tuft it down flat. And that is going to be part of a forms that I'm building for the vertical columns and or for beam boxes. So this is just one thing I did yesterday. And now these are 6 meters long. They're all painted and deburred, the pipes. And the purlin did not need to be deburred because I haven't cut that yet. The purlin will get one more coat after it gets cut. The pipes I'm not going to paint again. The pipes have, I only painted the pipes to mark them in case someone wants to borrow them. They know that it's easy to differentiate what pipes will lend to whom. That won't happen though, as I don't have any pipes to lend out. But if I do decide to lend pipes out, they'll be marked. So you can see that structure up there is on a pretty much of an angle. That's a 20-degree angle, 22-degree angle off. That's all going to get removed. So I'll be bringing the chainsaw up there to rip that lumber apart. And then I'll be putting these pipes, the 8-foot pipes in 4 corners, and the long pipe from one end of the container to the other, or I'll use that bamboo. But I'm going to set this camera back so that you'll be able to watch me. Well, right now, I have to get the equipment out of the cargo container that I'm going to set up on the roof. So I'm going to set the camera back over here so you'll have a view of what's going up on the roof and how it's going to get there. One more thing. I told you about the termites here in the Philippines. Well, this is what termites did in 3 years. I built these boxes, and the termites got into them in 3 years. They destroyed the wood from the inside out, and this is typical. So if anybody is going to move to the Philippines, if you build a wooden house or a wooden boat, well, a wooden house, you can plan on the house lasting somewhere between 7 and 12, 13 years maximum, and then you have to replace it because of this termite infestation, which runs rampant in the Philippines. So let's put this here, see what you can see. I think you should be able to see what I want you to see, and where I'm going to be going with this. So first thing I'm going to do is set these pipes up so that they can be grabbed from the roof. Okay, so we'll need the we'll need the 8-footers up there first. And what I just realized is I'm going to get paint on my hands because the paint is not fully dry yet, so I'm going to put some lotion on my hands as a skin barrier, and then I'll get my gloves out of the container next, and then I'll put the rest of the pipes up on the roof. That'll take about a minute, so go get yourself some popcorn and a glass of water. When last I was on the roof, the chainsaw would not start because it got wet. Now it's been dry now for theoretically for 2 weeks. So let's see if that works. Let's see if that'll start. And it does. Whoa, not so much gas, not so much oil. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't need much more than that. Then, I need a wrench. There he is. I'm coming at it. I'm looking for a specific tool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right now, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Those damn plants are metric, not standard. ASA. Coming. Almost there. Okay, so I'm back. What took so long, you ask? Well, the clamps, the bolts. First of all, you need a deep socket for the clamps. Second, it's metric. It's not American standard. So here we are with a butterfly ratchet. It's a small ratchet, light duty. It's for basically on and off stuff, quick. No real torque to it, but it once you break a head bolt, or especially good for head bolts when you're tearing an engine apart, once you break the bolt, there's another inch and a quarter of threads. You don't need to ratchet that stuff out. You put a butterfly wrench on it like this, and it just zoot, zoot, zoot. Very fast tool, but light duty. So I put oil in here, Jack, in case you're watching, and I put oil in the chainsaw. Have enough gas for now. And now we're going to get ready to go up on the roof. So I'm going to just change this angle on here. There might not be anything painted yellow except my hands. I know that's a terrible letdown. Hey, Scott, thank you for stopping by. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm just going to set these 6 pipes, 4 pipes up, 6 pipes up in this corner here. This way, if they fall, they don't fall anywhere where I'm working bringing stuff up the ladder, which sometimes stuff does fall when you're picking stuff up. But it probably won't happen today, but it does happen. So I'm going to just get my gloves and we'll start. Uh-oh. 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 All right, I'm going to start off the day, being that I forgot where I put my painted gloves. I'll start off the day with a fresh pair of gloves. Uh-oh, 2 right-handed. Woof, hate when that happens. In the dark. In the dark. It works. Okay, so I'm going to empty my pockets into the bucket of tools. And we're going for the 4 8-footers first, and then 2 11-footers. The 8-footers will be the vertical stanchions, but you know what? I don't need those up on the roof. I'm a day away from that, but I'll bring them up there anyway. And we do have an audience out there. To the low class piece of garbage that's in the audience that only comes here to see if I'll make a mistake and get hurt. To you, you piece of shit, whoever you might be, I hope that whatever you're wishing for me happens to your mother. Because we did have several comments yesterday talking about me getting hurt and how they come to my show to wait for me to get hurt. What a piece of garbage. What a piece of garbage you'd have to be to say something like that. So the guy who wishes me to have physical damage to myself when I'm trying to get something accomplished, again, I'll say it on YouTube and I'll say it to your face. I hope that whatever you're wishing for me to get hurt, I hope it happens to your mother. That's my response to your worthless comments. Another guy that comes on YouTube without name, without videos on his channel, saying shit like that. And of course, Havoc Mr. Zero. He also made it perfectly clear that he enjoyed watching me get hurt. So if I ever run into him by accident or on purpose, just be prepared to say that to my face. Havoc Mr. Zero, with an IQ closer to 42 than 44. Please, I want you to say, yo, I can't wait for Fazio to get hurt again. I want you to just remember that it was you who said that. And when you get here, you say it to my face. And also for you, considering that you wished it upon me, I hope that whatever you're wishing for happens to your mother. And that's a fact, Jack. Okay. Fucking Havoc Mr. Zero. What a piece of garbage you'd have to be to say that. Guy's trying to make a life in the Philippines, busting his ass all day, and you got some piece of shit blogger named Havoc Mr. Zero with an IQ closer to 44 than 42, putting it on his channel, no less, that he hopes I get hurt again and that he's watching it happen live. Boy, oh boy, I would just love to meet you in person. That's that can go up. That's a long way off. I don't have enough ropes to take everything up now. Right, I'm about ready to go upstairs. I'm about ready to go upstairs now, so I'll readjust this for now, and then I gotta come down and get another load of tools. Yeah, there's two pieces of shit out there that come to my channel and made comments that they hope to get to see me get hurt on live stream. So again, if your mother's alive, I hope it happens to your mother, and if it's not, to the next person in line. Just let's give it back. Reflect it back. Karma, baby. Well, you already got some karma, one of you guys, living in a fucking closet. How's that working out for you? I'm going up. I'm going up. All right, before we bring the pipes up, you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'll bring them up first. No. Okay, I'm coming down for the camera. Coming down for the camera right now. What happened to the fucking hose? Don't tell me the fucking hose fell down. Huh. Ah. Ha. 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 Ah. Okay, camera time. Huh. Uh, 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 uh. Say it to my face. That's right, baby. That piece of shit living in an apartment with a dog that pisses and poops in the apartment, rats, cockroaches, and he wishes harm to me. I'm trying to make something of myself here in the Philippines, which I will do, and then he wishes harm on people like myself. Let me tell you something. That conversation, Havoc, Mr. Zero, you walk right up to me and say, I am such and such and such a person. You see how that works out for you. I got to tell you, you better be prepared for an alternate conversation. All right, I don't really need that now. I'm seeing what I have on the hook. On the hook, I have I have one bucket on the hook and one I can hook later. Hey! Yeah, this is why I'm replacing. This is why I'm replacing this wood, so that you could see for yourself. It's this wood is a disaster waiting to happen. Look at the angle that's on. There's nothing left to the base of that vertical stanchion. One's in good shape, but I'll replace all of this bracketing and railing with piping, with pipes, which is probably how it should be done to begin with. The first thing I want to do is I got to trim that tree over there out of the way of just out of the way of the front of the jet ski for sure, and out of a little bit off of the top of the green portion over there. And then there's a 3x12 block in front of those wheels that needs to be chainsawed out of there. Fill the wheels up. I have a safety line on the jet ski running across there. Once I get that 3x12 chopped out from behind the wheels, I do believe I'll be able to move the jet ski back onto this piece of plywood here that I'm pointing at. And that will allow me to put the next sheet of plywood and the last sheet of plywood on, possibly even today. The day is young. So let me put this camera someplace where you'll be able to see. Let me get down there first. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So I think over here is a good angle. I think over here is a good angle. Now, I don't know about the zoom. Zoom. Let's check on that. And then I'm going to go to work with the chainsaw. I think I'll leave it like this. You'll see the tree disappear. As soon as I have my power snack, a nice piece of fresh pineapple. Huh. I didn't bring my bucket with the necessary stuff up in there. Huh. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up. Huh. While I'm bringing stuff up, I'll bring it all up. Alrighty, that worked out well. That hook, it had 1 chance in 1,000 of grabbing that bucket handle from the angle it was, and I swung it into the container as hard as I could from that angle, and it hooked right onto the bucket handle. Right on. Okay, so the barrel, a little bit past the barrel. Good. Okay, the tree is going to disappear, a good piece of it. And then from there, we're going to take From there, from the tree disappearing, then the wood underneath the wagon, the wheel of the jet ski. I like the idea of having the shade, but the tree is in the way. So I'm going to tie the tree back to itself, and those branches will go vertical instead of horizontal, and I'll still have the afternoon shade. And they're also going to bring a hammer and the crowbar back there to remove the 3x12 that's on the top underneath the wheel. Okay, well, make sure the camera's still on. Okay, so I'll read the comments from my friends. And people I don't know, I'm going to just pass your comments up like they didn't exist. So I trimmed back the tree a little bit, and then the branches over there that were hanging horizontal, more or less, I tied them back to a bigger stalk so that at some point during the day, they would still act as shade for this part of the container. That stuff I'll just throw into the lot next door with the tree debris. And then I took this piece of lumber here out from underneath the front of the wheel, which should allow me to put air in that tire and turn the jet ski this way, and I should be able to back it up by myself. Now, if I can't back it up by myself, I do have an electric winch downstairs that would pull a 1 ton electric winch that I can put it onto this rope and pull the jet ski back. I have a 1 ton winch, and I have a 35, I have a 7 ton winch and a 35 ton winch. That should allow me to pick the jet ski up and move it. Okay, so let me get my glasses on here. And see if there's any comments. And if there's not, the next thing is to twist the jet ski into a position to pull it towards me. Yeah, Lee, all of them are shit out of luck, man. I gotta tell you. Live bonsai gardening in the Philippines. That chainsaw is really dull. It really needs to be sharpened. And the reason I didn't sharpen it is because that piece of wood I just took out of there was sitting flat on the container. So I hit the container once before. I did cut 2 nails with the chainsaw. I think the last time I sharpened it was around Christmas time, so it lasted 5 months. The tree will be a bonsai tree. Yeah, they've been really good. They've only brought Scott. I will show you. Scott, are you still there? Just give me a yes or no. I will show you what more glass and television debris they put in the path this week. They put it in the path. Are you there? Yeah. Okay. See, senor. These people are a trip. They couldn't piss me off with 2 picture tubes, so they brought a 3rd picture tube and the frame of a television set and put it in front of the path. So, let's see, I'm going to have to get on my belly for this one. And I will. Okay, I'm going down on the belly so I can show you. They brought a third picture tube and a frame for a television frame. You can't see it so well, but I'll zoom in on it. The third picture tube, let's see. There it is. Where's that log? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's an old rack out of a new television they brought. And then the picture tube is where you can't see it. It's just behind that tree. So they brought another whole television. Another whole television they brought, and they put another picture tube. A third picture tube they put down there. So the first one was broke. The second one they broke. Now they brought a third one down there. And not just the picture tube, but the plastic frame around the picture tube and the tray with the electronics under the picture tube. I don't know why they do that. Those people are the only people that walk there. I don't walk there. And I always wear petulant. Yep. Pestilent. And petulant, and they are like pestilence. Pestilence. That's a good word. Scott, the wordsmith. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. And I've never said anything about the mess. I've never looked at it and then looked at them. I always look at the floor, but typically I walk around the outside of that, and I walk past it twice a day, and they're in there, and they are always looking at my eyes to see if I'm looking at the glass. So apparently, because I never said anything in 5 months, a week ago they brought a third picture tube down there. I'll make a separate video of that. And the frame, and more junk from something else altogether. I don't know what the hell it was. Some kind of metal bracketing. Has nothing to do with television. This is an amazing country. Amazing. So they can fill that whole thing up with picture tubes for all I care. Their children, only their children walk in that area. Only their children. I like that. That's funny. I literally have a 5-gallon bucket of empty sauce bags, because they come in bags with, like a metal plastic bag, that I use around ropes. If a rope is going to chafe, the stuff is made like iron. I could do that. I could put when I make the video, I'll do that. The video of the junk there. It's an amazing thing. I don't see the benefit of it. I don't say anything about it. And only their children go in that area. So why would they, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, if it was detrimental to me, well, I would just go down there and clean it up. But it's not detrimental to me at all. It's detrimental to only them and their children. Only. No one else. And the area is used by several other people on the block. I mean, they're all friends. But apparently there must be some kind of a memo that they give out. Beware of broken picture tubes. I don't know. It's funny. All righty, so The next thing would be to put air in the tires and straighten out the jet ski. So let's get that done. Huh. That'll be good. Good angle. Air in the tires. Straighten out the jet ski. And I'll give it a tug. I won't try to pull it. I'll probably turn the wheels. We're going to blow off the area first. Should take about 5 minutes to blow all the dirt off the roof and out from underneath the jet ski. So this will take about 5 minutes. So if someone wants to go get a cup of coffee or a glass of water or something, go do that now. You want to see, you know what, for the people that are just going to watch this for the first time, let me show you the benefit of a blower as opposed to a broom. Okay, in here is water and debris, right? So watch this. Okay, now how could you? You can't. That's the big benefit of this blower. Now, underneath the jet ski is more debris. How would I get under there with a broom? I can't. But if I do this, like this, see that area right there? Now you gotta understand, I'm doing this with one hand. I'm not exerting much energy. I'm exerting more energy holding the camera than I am debris. See the roof here? Watch how easily I can clean a stand on. Watch this. They can't see my pink shirt. But you know what the real problem is? The guy, these people are a trip. The real problem, no one here, they don't want to be the first to say hello. You always have to be the first to say hello. I don't know why. It has to do something about face, I guess. If they say hello to you, they're beholden here. It is a strange country. Strange people in a strange land. If you say hello to them, they're happy to say hello back. But they don't like saying hello to you first. I don't know what it is. Mess I handled that with though, yeah? Very, very tactful. Tactful I am. That's what they should call me. Mr. Geniality and Mr. Tactful. I've known that guy for 7 years. And for 7 years, we say hello every day, but only if I say hello first. That's just the way it is with most of these people. It's not just him. It's a strange country. They just have strange ways of, to themselves, to each Filipino. Any Filipino that gets on the jeepney is automatic best friends, like they were brought up in the same crib from birth. They're best friends with every other Filipino. But foreigners, not so much. Not so much. Okay, so I get air in that tire. Let me check for debris, foreign object debris under this tire. My legs are tired. I walked every bit of 5 kilometers. Every bit of 5 kilometers with about 15 or 17 pounds of stuff in my backpack. I had the computer, the charging unit. And yesterday my legs didn't hurt, but the second day after you do like a large exercise like that, I definitely walked 5 kilometers. That much I figured out. It had to be between 5 and 7. Okay. All right, now we're going to go. Now you're going to see some debris being moved. I got to adjust the camera. All right, got it now. Watch this. Watch that pop disappear. How could you do this with a broom? It got disconnected because I went on the wrong side of the jet ski. How could you do this with a broom? Watch this. So you can't do this with a broom. All right. All right. So I have most of the debris that I want to get out of there. And then once I move the jet ski, I'll be able to get the rest. Yeah, you're right about that, Sabang. This big tree up here, I only wanted to cut the dead branches off. I was going to bring in a machine, and I said only one, and they know that one of the big branches is dead. They don't even want you to cut the dead branches off. So I said, okay, and it almost killed one of them a few days later. That's God anyway. That's in the name of the Lord. Yeah, that the branch fell, a meter away from the owner of the tree. They had a tricycle parked there, and it would have almost destroyed the tricycle and almost killed the owner of the tricycle. But it doesn't matter. It's the tree. It's the spirit of the tree. It's an amazing thing. All right, now I'm going to pull on the rope. We'll see if that works. It should theoretically come back. Nah, I know what the problem is. gonna have to bring it back one farrow at a time, one farrow, whatever, one roof notch at a time. Yeah, baby. We moved it 2 feet. 2 feet. So I'm gonna take up the slack right now so we can't fall back. Really hot up here and humid. I'm gonna take a 2 or 3 minute break and have some fun here. So I have to get. I had a light lunch. I cut up a couple of pieces of pork, and I made a ham, what I would call a ham sandwich. But you don't get anything that tastes like Boar's Head ham here or Hormel ham. Hormel was always a garbage product, but you never get you. No matter what you do, since I've been here, I don't think I ever tasted ham or pork that tastes the same way that Boar's Head does. Although Boar's Head is a processed meat, but like when we used to have ham on Easter or Christmas, the ham tastes different because the hogs eat different stuff here. I don't know what they eat in America, and I don't know what they eat here. I do know what they eat here a little bit. Typically, the restaurant that I made a video for Dr. Page High, he sent me some money to have dinner about almost 6, 7 months ago. I went to the prawn farm in the ICM Mall. And I don't know if they still do it, but the prawn farm has a policy, no takeout. Can't leave anything on your plate because it's a buffet, and no sharing of food. You'll see it in the video I have. As soon as I get the computer back online, I'm going to post that. But they also used to, somebody comes in the morning with rolling boxes, about, I don't know how many, probably 25-gallon boxes that roll on wheels, plastic boxes, and they take, in the box was the scrap food from the night before from the restaurant. And that food, I don't know if it goes to the owner of the restaurant's hogs, or I don't know if they use it for fertilizer. They used to give it to a pig farm. I don't know which pig farm, but it's just food from dinner last night. And if you ever saw, we in America, or you've never seen a pig farm. When I worked in South Florida, I did a job. It was 2001. That I remember. It was the first job I ever did with my backhoe. Where's my bottle of water? Okay. It was the first job I ever did. What a great guy that guy was to work for. I told him, I don't know how to use the backhoe. I mean, I'm not familiar with this machine, but it was a huge open field, and we were digging, I don't know what we were digging. We were digging pits. I don't know what he was going to use them for. They were pretty good sized pits, and the coral up in Homestead was soft. And he had a pig farm. I don't know what he was going to use the pits for, but he had lots of acres, big homestead ranch in Homestead, Florida. And he had also a restaurant that served, I don't know how many thousands of people a day. It was an amazing restaurant. So every day we had breakfast, lunch, and dinner on him. You go to the restaurant and you just put it on a bill, and he picked up the tab, the men that I was working with and myself. And he would go in the morning and pick up the food from the night before. And then he just dumped it out of the barrels into a trough, a huge trough, like 3 feet wide and 12 feet long. There were a lot of pigs. There were 75, 80 pigs. I don't know how, a lot. And these pigs got into the trough, around the trough, outside the trough, and they were in the trough eating and peeing and pooing in the trough. And the other pigs were eating that. And I was going, holy crap. The pigs were eating everything that was in the trough. The pig, with one pig, and these hogs were 200, 300, 400-pound hogs. These were not baby pigs. These were 400, 500, 600 pounds. I don't know how big they were. They were big, 5 foot long. So when they were peeing and pooing, and they were eating the food and the pee and the poo, I'm going, wow. No wonder pork tastes so good. I was amazed. To see that, if you don't understand the nature of it all, you would never eat pork again. If you saw what I saw that day, or you would never eat pork again. Forget about when you slaughter them. Forget that. That's nothing. What they eat. So they're still giving the food away. But I don't know if it's his farm or not. Thank you, Dr. Paige High, if you're watching. I'll have that video up this week. Now I got to get the glasses on so I could read the comments. I see comments, but I can't read them. Well, I could, but the camera fades at the bottom. Okay. Oh, I don't know anything about that, Sabang. I really don't know much about Filipino food. The only thing I know about Filipino food is, in general, it's a poor country, and the quality of most of the food is different. I mean, the shit we sell to people in America is worse than the food in the Philippines for sure, with all the chemicals we put in it. But we are used to those flavors. We are used to milk, for instance. You cannot. You can't go into a store and buy a quart of milk, like farm fresh milk. Well, not in the supermarket that I know of. You can buy a box, a plastic box of milk, cardboard plastic. It says milk on it, but it's not like the milk we grew up with. Like, you used to buy a gallon of milk. Um, Cream comes in a can. It's good for 2 or 3 years. It's Daisy used to make some really good dishes with the cream and some of the different kinds of fish, but you just can't go buy like salami. Salami is not possible. What they call salami here, it looks like salami. It's the same color and everything like that, but if you closed your eyes and you didn't know what you were eating, you wouldn't know what you were eating. Food here is just the food here is just not the same as in America. Not that it matters, because this is where we live, that the ones that live here, but that should be the biggest of our problems. But the food in that restaurant, I should have rated it, each dish. Uh, the Prawn Farm has a buffet at the ICM Mall for anybody watching this. Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is a 400 peso buffet. Now, is it worth $8? Yeah, it's definitely worth $8 if you want to go have a buffet. But is all the food there something that I would enjoy? No. Like the Filipino spaghetti, I saw the Filipinos going back 2 and 3 times for, because it's a sweet sauce and they don't, it's not like a spicy tomato sauce. So they enjoyed that. Um, the shrimp was okay. Tasted a little bit like shrimp. They weren't the big shrimp and they were not sewer shrimp. I guess on a scale from 1 to 10, they were a 5. They were not 10s. They weren't like the shrimps, total length were about 3 inches. They were good, but they weren't, you know, it wasn't prawn farm quality that they used to have. They used to have the live tanks and everything. They don't have any of that stuff anymore. The live tanks with the live shrimp and live fish, that's all gone. The lockdown, that disappeared. Let's see, what else did they had? The beef, no, the pork with broccoli. I love broccoli. So the pork with broccoli, they had broccoli, and the broccoli's fresh. Carrots, onions, purple onions, and lots of pork. Lots of pork. I mean, 75% of that was pork. That was excellent. Now, probably because of the MSG or salt, but it was excellent. It tasted as good as any pork and broccoli that you'd ever get anywhere, I've ever eaten anywhere in the world. In Chinese food, or Filipino food in this case. But that was good. But what was a real treat was I had like 5 dishes. And you could ask for as much as you want of iceberg lettuce. Now, in America, you say, what's the big deal? Iceberg lettuce is only $1, $2 a head. Here, it's $4 a kilo for iceberg lettuce. That's more money than pork. And it was nice and crispy. It had Russian dressing. They had a vinaigrette dressing. That was good. That was really good. I enjoyed, because I have not had iceberg lettuce since I was in America a year and a half ago. Because typically when you go to the market, they don't have it. And when they do have it, it's 400, it's 200, 225, 250 pesos. That's $5 a kilo, $2.50 a pound. I won't spend that. I could, but I won't. I'd rather buy fresh carrots for 60 pesos a kilo. I enjoy that. Or I would rather buy cabbage and mix the cabbage and the carrots. For me, it's okay, but it was a treat to have the iceberg lettuce with a good Russian dressing. So that was excellent. The iced tea, unlimited iced tea, and there were a couple of other dishes. It's in the video. I would say on par, everything was good. Nothing was less than a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10, but some was 7 and 8. You'll see it in the video. I showed you the different products, and it's a nice atmosphere. The place is clean, and people were very nice. And it was pretty crowded before I left. I did a review. I talked to some of the people on the table next door to me. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Dr. Page High. And so what I'm going to do now is I'll read the comment. And then I'm going to go back at this. I'm going to walk this right side over, then walk the left side over. Right now, that left tire is 33 inches from where it was. So it is coming back. I have tension on this rope here, so it can't fall forward. And once I get it back to here, I'll move this plywood over here, over to the far end of the container, and then I'll get this next sheet, the next sheet of vinyl prepared to go on the roof. With not going to get it done today, that's for sure, because it's all muddy, and it looks like it's going to rain in about an hour or so anyway. So let's see what we got here. All right. I think I can put this like that. Center that bucket. I think you'll be okay with the view from there. Getting close to moving this stuff out of the way. Now. Yeah, that's working out nice. Just walking right back there. So I'm going to plug this camera in. Power. We're going to flip this jet ski around. The nose of it's going to go west. Huh. Shit. Ah. Ah. Huh. Now, I have it pretty much where I wanted it. I think I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to get the next sheet down. I'll have to just slide that one wheel forward a little bit. You'll see that happen now. Yeah, I'll be able to get one more sheet up on the floor, for sure, one more. And then after that, it'll be easy to put the last sheet on. But right now, I'm going to slide the phone and this sheet. No, I can't do that. Okay. This sheet's in the way of the other sheets of the jet ski movement. So we need to, I need to take my tools, put them all on that side of the sheet. Okay. All right. I can't push this much further than I got it now. Okay, so what needs to get done is the camera has to go over there. It's time to take the jet ski off the roof. That's what time it is. Not today, but that's what time it is now. I don't really have a place for it down there, but maybe tomorrow I'll make a place for it. We have a little bit of a problem here. There's a piece of plywood. I'm going to show you a piece of plywood, and under that piece of plywood there's about 50,000 ants. I don't think they're biting ants, but all ants can bite. So I'm going to take the camera over there and show you what 50,000 ants looks like, and why everything in the Philippines wood that's made out of wood doesn't last here. Termites and ants, cockroaches, 1,000-leggers. The jet ski is huge. It weighs 945 pounds. Okay, so what I didn't do, yeah I did, okay. What I didn't do was bring the blower, because the first thing that's got to happen when I pick up that piece of wood is wait till you see what's under that wood. Let me get the blower plugged in. We need to blow those. We need to blow them out of there. Otherwise, they'll transfer themselves everywhere, including probably my house, or at least the roof of my house. I don't want them anywhere around. So that piece of wood, I don't know how many thousand, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. You'll see when I pick this up. Ah. Alrighty, let it go. Shit. Yep, shortly. Not today, but I'll probably be starting to make a move to pick that jet ski up and put it on the other container. Because right now, in order to get it up on this container, uh, that's a good place for it to be, to pick it up on or off for the arm of the boom. But being that I'm working by myself, I'm gonna have to take the bucket off the machine, which I knew. I've mentioned it last week several times. So taking the bucket off takes about a half an hour. Depends on where I want to put the bucket. And once I get the bucket off, well, it'll take 2 hours to strap up the machine. 2 hours. 2 hours to strap up the machine with an 18-ton strap that I used to pick stuff up. You could almost pick up the container with the strap I'm going to pick up the machine with. You might even be able, when the strap was new, you could do that. So tomorrow I'll get the ropes and the straps and strap the machine and kick off the bucket. And then once I get the bucket off, I hate putting it on the other. I want to put it on the other container, but the cribbing under the container is already 3 years old. 2 years old. 2 years. So it should hold it, but if it falls, it's going to make a mess. That I guarantee. Okay, now move this last sheet of plywood, and then we're going to take this frame down. I don't know why. I guess I do know why. My legs, my knees, my legs are tired. I did at least 5 kilometers the other day with 17 or 18 pounds of stuff in my bags and a lot of stairs. The escalators weren't working in the ICM mall. Imagine that. Imagine having 6 escalators or eight escalators in a building. That's a billion pesos a day in commerce, and 8 escalators are turned off. You gotta love this place. It's a strange place to live. Crowbar. Wherefore art thou be? The crowbar. Ow. Ah. 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 Oh. Oh. Mhm. Ah. Ha. 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 Ah. Ah. Huh. Well, that's rather nice. Okay. Now, plywood. Oh. Okay, so can't do that. Nope, can't do that. And I can't do that. Do this. And I'm going this way. Oh, Oh, oh boy. Oh, 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 oh. Water, water, baby. I need water. Uh, 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 Okay, water. And then remove that sheet. And I'm done with that sheet. I'll probably blow off the roof again and figure out how I'm going to pick up that jet ski, where I'm going to pick it from. It's going to be a different pick than when I put it up here. When I put it up here, I was with Daisy, and she could remove the sling after I put the machine on top of the container. But for me, I gotta do everything. And it only just barely picked up the machine, and the bucket. The bucket weighs over 900 pounds, so it only barely picked up. This weighs 900 pounds plus the trailer, maybe 1,100 pounds. So between the bucket and the jet ski and the trailer, that was like just over a ton, but the boom was extended out as far as it could go. So it was bleeding out then, and it's still bleeding out because I can't buy the seals for the machine. So that's why I'm going to take the bucket off, and then it'll pick it easy, and the boom, probably the boom won't bleed out once the weight is off once what's called the load. Once the load is off the boom, it probably won't bleed out on its own so fast. It'll give me time to get upstairs with a ladder. But I don't know that for a fact. But I do believe it to be true. So usually I'm correct. So when I make this pick, I want to pick it from center pick. So it's got to come back towards the camera about 3 more feet and rotate. And it could stay here for a couple of days. But once I get that last section of the roof on, then I put the rest of the mastic membrane and stuff down on top of this plywood. Gets another layer. So I'm going to move that sheet to 3/4, last sheet. And then I'll blow off the roof and see how I'm going to make this pick. I have a strap. I might use ropes. I might have a strap. I have both. I have 1-inch nylon braided line that'll pick this up no problem also. Huh. Mayan hapon. Good afternoon. How you having a nice day? Dog it? To the dog it? Uh, 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 Woof, woof. Oh, oh, huh, 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 oh boy. I don't need this. I don't need that. But I do need that. Uh, ah, 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 ah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh. 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 Ah. Huh. Ah. Oh. Right. Ow! Huh. 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 Whoop. Huh. 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 Oh. 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 Huh. All right. Mine was so good. Humble cold. Humble cold. 32 kilos. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, it's time to clean this mess up. Boy, there was quite. Oh boy, this is bad. I got a flat on both sneakers now. I'll have to change sneakers tomorrow. That's bad. Oh boy, where's the water? There it is. All right, you know what I'll do? I'll clean up this wood. An easy job. No fucking water. Okay. All right. We should have enough power now. I'll just leave that mess there until either later. I don't think I'll even do it later. I'm getting tired. I did get up early this morning, really early. 5:30. I don't know why. I got 8 hours of sleep, and I slept pretty solid right through the whole night. But it's probably 3 o'clock now. And I got what I wanted to get done today. I moved the jet ski and I balanced it out. Got that frame down mostly. Didn't get the pipes up. Okay. I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to clean up the lumber that I took off the framework with the hammer, the crowbar, and the cutting grinder to cut the nails. I don't pull out all the nails anymore because most of this stuff I'm going to give to my landlord for cooking. She likes this. This wood is perfect for her cooking apparatus. It really doesn't serve any purpose for me. This would be a good piece. Garbage there first. This is garbage. Really a morning job. I don't really like using the grinder in the late afternoon when I'm tired, and I'm tired. So it's probably going to be a morning job. I think I'll just pull some of the cribbing apart, and then I'll use the grinder in the morning. Good afternoon. Bug now, yeah? Bug now. Oh. Ah, ah. Uh, uh. Thanks, Andrew. I work hard. I'm not tired so much that my knee, from walking with all that weight up and down the steps last 2 days ago, my knees hurt. That might have something to do with weight displacement too, but it was from that weight. I carried about 16 or 17 pounds, at least 5 kilometers, but I probably did up and down into the mall twice. That's 4 flights of stairs. Then two down, two up. That's 8. Two down, two up. That's 10. and then I walked 1,000 feet before I even got on the jeepney. So I walked 5 kilometers, and at least 6 flights of stairs down and 6 flights of stairs up. At least that much, probably a lot more than that. And and it was brutally hot, and my knees hurt. I'm not so tired that my knees hurt, but every step hurts. I'm tired also, but it's more my knees. If my knees didn't hurt, I probably wouldn't be tired. I don't know. I'm tired, so I got up early. It's hot, brutally hot. It was yesterday, it was brutally hot too. So 2 days in a row, that beats the shit out of you also. But mostly my knees hurt. Uh,